Hello, I'm Lucy. I'm the early years dietitian. I'm a paediatric dietitian and early years feeding specialist. And in this video, I'm going to be talking you through snacks. It's often a hot topic with the parents that I talk to. So we are going to think about why snacks are important, how you can use snacks to make your life easier and your child healthier, and how to build a great snack. So why are snacks important? Well, snacks are really important because they are there to help your child get from one meal to the next without being really hungry and getting hangry. They are also an opportunity to get more nutrition into your child, and it's a great way of exposing your child to new foods without pressure. So children often eat snacks better, because they're often just things that come out of packets that are appealing to young children, but also as parents, we tend to put less pressure on children to eat snacks. That's a whole other story. There's definitely other videos about this, but that's why snacks tend to be eaten better. But actually, we should have 5 eating opportunities in a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid-morning snack, mid-afternoon snacks. And each of those times that your child eats carry equal importance. Okay, now, how can you use snacks to make your life easier? It sounds like a big statement, but I definitely stand by it. So, when you give your child a snack that doesn't really fill them up, it doesn't satisfy them, and it doesn't give them much nutrition, they end up feeling hungry and asking you for more food. You end up feeling like, oh God, by the time dinner comes, I've got to get a good meal into this child because they've barely eaten anything good all day. So if we get snacks right and we're offering the right kind of things, everybody is happy. Your child gets from one meal to the next and you feel happy that they've had better food. Okay. So they're going to ask for food less often and you are going to feel happier. So what do we do to build a great snack? Right, the first thing we think about is making sure that there's more than one food group present. So food groups: starchy carbohydrates, bread, rice, potato, pasta, crackers, etc. Protein: meat, fish, eggs, nut butters, beans, pulses. Dairy foods: anything milk-based, milk, yogurt, cheese, and then fruits and vegetables. If we have a range of 2 to 3 of those food groups, what's going to happen is your child is naturally going to feel more sustained, more satisfied, and fuller for longer. So that's the first thing we think about. The second thing we think about is it's absolutely fine to be giving some kind of what you maybe think of as a sweet treat or some kind of treat: biscuits, chocolate, cake, etc., alongside their snack. But ideally we want the other food groups there as well. Then everybody is happy, particularly if your child is used to being collected from school and getting a chocolate bar or a cereal bar. If you suddenly switch it to cheese and crackers, you might get resistance. Whereas if you do a combination, what we are doing is we are just giving all foods the same moral value. And that is really important. As your child gets older, the more that we just make all foods less exciting, there all the time, just nice, the less excited they're going to get by those foods as they get older, which means they are less likely to overeat them. So we're going to have a mix of food groups. Where we can, if you're at home or even if you're out and about, trying to have snacks sat down so that your child is eating it mindfully. That way they're going to register they've eaten and they're less likely to get hungry straight away afterwards. And we also want to make sure that there is somebody sat eating with them if possible. Okay, so a range of foods, sitting and eating it mindfully, and ideally, again, having them at a relatively set time. Okay, so one of the ways that appetite works is when you eat at the same time, your body knows to get hungry. It knows that some food is coming, and we get into this good eating pattern. So somewhere halfway between meals tends to work well. So at a weekend, if you do breakfast at 8 o'clock and lunch at 1, a snack at around 10:30 tends to work really well. And you can do the same in between lunch and dinner, or on a school day, if it's easier and you tend to do dinner when you get home straight away, put your snack in between dinner and bed. So in an ideal world, what we're looking for is a child that is eating every 2.5 hours or so. That is going to make sure they're not getting too hungry and they are eating in a regular pattern. So what are some examples of great snacks? So if we think about things with a mix of these foods, the one that I always lean towards and comes in my head first, cheese, crackers, maybe some cucumber, couple of chocolate buttons. Breadsticks dipped in some hummus or in something like some Nutella or some peanut butter and maybe some banana next to it. Something like a crumpet with something on, with a piece of fruit on the side. Half a little sandwich with a yogurt. As you can see here, it's more like a mini meal, and that's how I want you to think about snacks. These are mini meals, and like I say, you can still put your treat food on the side, a few chocolate buttons, a few Haribo, some crisps, etc. But having that mix of food groups is the thing that is going to really help. If you've got any comments or you've got any questions, drop them below, ping me a DM on Instagram, and I can go through your questions for you.